What's up, guys? Today this is the 60th anniversary Padron. More specifically, the Maduro version. There's two versions. You have the Natural and you have the Maduro. Today, we're gonna go with the Maduro first, and the next episode will be the Natural. Before I cut and start smoking it, let me just be quick with it. This is a 6x56 Perfecto, with it being a Nicaraguan puro. Rapid binary filler is all Nicaraguan. And the last information, as always, is MSRP. How much is the cigar? Well, if you want to try either selection, the Maduro or the Natural, they're $25 a piece. And they typically come in a box of 10. So either get a single at $75 at MSRP, or you can acquire the box at $750 at MSRP. I want to get into this. I don't want to bore you guys with long talks and long lectures and all that kind of sorts. So let's just start. One information though, if I smoke oddly, or if I seem like I'm in a weird position or whatever, I'm hitting the gym again. I thought it would be a cool idea to work out the same regimens as I was doing 10 months ago as my way coming back. And I sprained my forearms, both of them. And my biceps are completely sore. So everything hurts arm-wise. Wow. Very chocolatey. Earthy undertones. Almost like Cocoa Puff. Little hints of espresso somewhere in the background. This is going to be enjoyable. I have a feeling this will be enjoyable. One comment I can make about the cigar already is that the wrapper is kind of ugly. And that's one thing about Padron cigars. They are delicious, but they're ugly. Like, everything is misshaped. It has a nice spice to it. Woo. White pepper. If there ever has been a cigar brand that screams, don't judge a book by its cover, it's Padron. I remember last year, with the group I'm part of, with this Shadow Smoker Legion, I won a raffle last year, and it was a box of Padrons. I believe it was the Natural number 2s that I won, the 64. I don't know. It was delicious. But I remember when I had that box and I opened it and I looked at all the cigars. A lot of the cigars were different tones. A lot of the cigars were different slight shapes. As in the torpedoes, some of them were a little bit left, a little bit right. It was a bellicoso. So they're not really torpedoes, but it has like a little torpedo tip. Not as intense of a torpedo. But with the bellicoso, they're a little bit left, a little bit right, a little bit smushed, a little bit more pointy. All of them are not basically the same. And that's one thing about Padron cigars, is that it makes you feel like you're smoking cigars from the past, even though they're made for the present. Ooh, it's like dark bitter chocolate. This espresso earthiness. In the tail end, there's a little bit of a sweetness to it, like cream. Almost like you bite into a dark chocolate, or you melt dark chocolate in milk and make yourself some, hot cocoa with dark chocolate instead. You would get that first notes of the chocolate from the milk, and then the milk creaminess comes in and kind of soothes that bitterness. I can never go wrong with a Padron. The cool thing about the cigar too, it comes in a coffin. It comes in one of these coffins. It comes in one of these coffins. Right? Little velvet bottom. And then just pop this bad boy off. and you will see in here with the earth. Earth is pretty nice too. I don't know what else I'm getting from there though. You're definitely some type of pepper. It's like a spice index. Maybe baking. No, that can't be baking spice. It has to be some sort of like either white pepper or black pepper. It's pretty in there. Not intense. But it makes it pack a little bit of a punch. Let's look at this ass. Ass? Yeah, let's look at this ass. Look how shiny white that is. There's no tunnels. A little bit of a canoe. But how it fit in, it will fix itself in a minute. These are notes I love in cigars. Anything with chocolate espresso may be biased, but that's what you should go for. Yes, I know I'm already ways away into the video, but I just want to like kind of grammar check myself. Not really grammar check, but more about like fix what I said. This is a 6.5 by 56. I said 6 by 56 earlier. This is a 6.5 by 56. I'm getting the same notes that I described earlier. I'm gonna get into the second, third. You guys then. All right, guys. If I seem a little bit less excited or I guess emotions, this is a full body cigar. This is kicking my ass. Definitely eat with a full stomach. I have a full stomach, but I think I was smoking this a little bit too quickly. This is potent. I'm getting to the second, third, and I'm getting this raisin net kind of taste to it. It's not bad. This is a amazingly tasty cigar. It's very bitter in a good way, as in like dark chocolate bitter, espresso bean bitter. Before, I wasn't really into drinking coffee straight up, like black coffee, because with my background, I'm Puerto Rican and Cuban. So I'm mostly Puerto Rican. So because of me being mostly Puerto Rican, got my café con leche. Coffee with milk, especially put a little bit of sugar in it. Or typically what I tend to do in my coffee is I'll put a piece of dark chocolate into my coffee. So it kind of makes up for the sugar, even though yes, it's still sugar. But I'm trying to make it slightly healthier. But that's what I'm accustomed to. That's what this candle is over here too. This is a café al fresco. It smells phenomenal. I've been slowly getting into the whole craze of just drinking coffee black, and this does it for me. But man, it's strong. It is full bodied. The draw, flawless construction. It fixed itself. And this is just a pleasant cigar. Definitely strong though. I want to emphasize that. Please eat and please enjoy the cigar. Don't rush it. Take a pull every 45 to a minute. Have a little experiment. Put the cigar down for a good 5 minutes. It's still lit. I did not have to relight, touch up, nothing at all. It was canoeing in the beginning, and just with time, it easily fixed itself. You just need a little bit of TLC and time. The taste note is still kind of the same way, with that pepper dying down or that spiciness dying down. Raisin, licorice style taste mixing with the earth. It's a little bit different. It's still kind of the same way how it was in the first third, but this raisin or licorice taste just came in just to dance with the other flavors. Nothing went away other than the pepper. It's been pretty consistent. I'm gonna go to the last third, let you guys know my final verdict. So I'm at this point of the cigar. It's good. It's a really, really tasty cigar. A Man, does it pack a punch. I feel cigar drunk. I feel like legit cigar drunk. Like, I could enjoy this. Despite me having a full stomach, I still feel kind of out of it. Yeah. Well, I think I'll call it there and cast my votes and my rating system as I typically do. And what I'm going to say about the cigar, let's start off with appearance. With the coffin, something that I don't typically see from Padron. The coffin is nice. You know, gold 60-year anniversary on our side. It's pretty, it's presentable. I don't have the box. If you want to see how the box looks like, this is a triple review. So Tony's also reviewing it with the box. Of a bitch. So enjoy how that looks like. Click on his channel. We all uploaded all the same exact time. So go click on Toy Sauce Assassin channel after you finish this review and check out the box. Because the box is beautiful. The coffins it comes in is beautiful. The band looks nice. The band is what you get typically from Padron cigars. But it's just the whole imagery of it looking so authentic. It truly looks like it's made by hand. And that's one thing that cigars that people keep kind of forgetting. This is something that's getting made by the hands of men. I'm not talking about men as in only that gender. I'm talking about just human. Humans are making these cigars, and Padron is one of the only companies that makes it look authentically made by hand, because majority of their cigars from all of their different brands, of the different blends, I mean all of their faces, they all look different. They're all made with little bumps and imperfections, and it just gives it the authenticity that I love in Padron. When it comes to appearance, I'm gonna give it a solid 9. Yeah, I'll give it a 9.5 actually, because I just love how it comes with the coffin, the box work, all that kind of stuff. I think this is the best way they could actually pay homage to their company. Now let's get into the construction. I have really no critiques of the construction. I cut it. It has a very, very smooth pull, no resistance. Nothing in there is tight. It's like a straw. The smoke output is phenomenal, as you guys can see now. Smoke output, beautiful. The ash, beautiful. Burnt evenly for the whole way through. Put it down for 5 minutes. I even extended to even 7.5 minutes. Just letting this sit on my ashtray. Did not go out at all. This is a quality cigar. But it is perfect. It is phenomenal of what it is. It's Padron being Padron. I can understand why there's people who are only Padron smokers, because you can't, there's no negatives with this brand. The wrapper is kind of ugly, but again, that kind of shines of its authenticity. For construction, I'll give it 8. Everything about it, yes, it's perfect, but it's just how the wrapper looked. It looked ugly. For taste notes, which is the final rating, I'm gonna land it at an 8.5. The chocolateness, the dark chocolate, the espresso, the little raisin I get here and there, the earth, just the spice, everything about it was very smooth, very, very nice. There's some things that I wish could have been added, or things could maybe blend in a little bit more better, but it was a solid cigar. And what I mean by show off a little bit more was a little bit of that earth. There's a little bit of earth, almost like a residue in this cigar, but I feel like it doesn't really shine. The typical notes you get from Padron, which is a dark chocolate or espresso, is predominant. It tastes like every other Padron. There's not really much uniqueness to it, but it's still a great smoke. This is something you have when you're celebrating something. But I wish there was a little bit more uniqueness to the cigar. I just felt like I smoked another Padron. Nothing wrong with that. They're very consistent of the taste notes they give in cigars. They're very consistent on the quality, and they're very consistent of just the brand itself for all these decades. But I just felt like I wanted something a little bit different, but nonetheless, it's still a great cigar. That is my rating of today's cigar, which is the Padron 60th anniversary Maduro line. Next episode will be me do another triple review with Tony and Eric for the Padron 60th anniversary with the natural version. Hope you guys enjoyed today's review, and as always, I love your faces, and I'm out. Peace.